and I'm here to show you guys Trump's final goodbye wishes to Charlie Kirk and his final memorial speech. Welcome back, MAGA 2028. He came right on afterwards, so I just gave it a minute. Oh. He's a really good singer, I can't lie.
Thank you very much, Lee. You've been there from the beginning with us, Lee. We appreciate it. Nobody can sing that song like Lee Greenwood. Thank you very much, Lee, very much for being here. And his voice has not changed, you know? Pretty amazing. And a special thank you to Erica, because today America is a nation in grief, a nation in shock, and a nation in mourning. Less than 2 weeks ago, our country was robbed of one of the brightest lights of our times, a giant of his generation,
So sad.
all, a devoted husband, father, son, Christian, and patriot. Charles James Kirk was heinously murdered by a radicalized, cold-blooded monster for speaking the truth that was in his heart. He was violently killed because he spoke for freedom and justice, for God, country, for reason, and for common sense.
Horrible.
He was assassinated because he lived bravely, he led boldly, and he argued brilliantly.
Welcome back here, Jammer.
He did what was right for our nation. And so on that terrible day, September 10th, 2025, our greatest evangelist for American liberty became immortal. He's a martyr now for American freedom. I know I speak for everyone here today when I say that none of us will ever forget Charlie Kirk, and neither now will history.
It's a lot of people.
While Charlie has been reunited with his Creator in heaven, his voice on earth will echo through the generations, and his name will live forever in the eternal chronicle of America's greatest patriots. He will live forever. To Charlie's incredible and beautiful widow, Erica, we know the weight of this monumental loss is almost unbearable. But even in the midst of heartache and pain too great to even fathom, you have somehow found the strength and deep faith to be a comfort to millions and millions of people. And thank you very much, Erica. Thank you very much. Today, an entire nation wraps its loving arms around you and beautiful children. We share in your immense and overwhelming sorrow, and we vow that we will do everything we can to ensure that your children grow up in a land where their father is honored and revered as a great American hero. That's what he is. To Charlie's parents who lost their beloved son, and to the entire Kirk family, we know that no words can ever be enough to fill the void he leaves behind.
Never.
That's a void that just can't be filled. But I hope the extraordinary outpouring of emotion over these past 11 days has comforted you with the knowledge that your son brought more good and love into this world in his 31 short years than most people, even very, very successful people, can bring in a lifetime. Charlie Kirk loved America with everything he had, and as we can see so clearly today, America loved Charlie Kirk. And he could always draw a big crowd. Look at this today. Look at what's gone on. This is a big crowd. Here today we have the Vice President of the United States, J.D. Vance. We have the Speaker of the U.S. House of Representatives, Mike Johnson. We have countless members of the United States Senate, and I'm sorry I'm not going to introduce you, but I'll be up here. They're all over the place. And likewise, the House of Representatives, they're all over.
Millions of people
Stadium.
watched his death.
Arena, this is a stadium.
And millions of people made fun of his death. It's disgusting.
The stadium packed with
600,000 people are watching this live on YouTube.
Not to mention the one across the street that also has tens of thousands of people. And they're watching us on screen right now. And I'm sorry we couldn't get you in. If anybody would like to give up your seat, please walk across this way. But this is like an old-time revival, isn't it? An old-time revival. For millions of Americans, especially young people, it is agonizing and unthinkable to say goodbye to a patriot whose heart still had so much to give. It's so much. Raised in the suburbs of Chicago, Charlie was filled with a patriotic spirit from his youth, and he was an all-American in everything he did. And one of the last things he said to me is, "Please, sir, save Chicago." We're going to do that. We're going to save Chicago from horrible crime. In high school, he was the quarterback of the football team and the captain of the basketball team. He was a good athlete. A lot of people don't know that about you.
I'm ready for the third term.
He was an Eagle Scout who spent his school lunch breaks listening to another champion for liberty. Somebody that he greatly admired, Rush Limbaugh. But what was even more important to Charlie than politics and service was the choice he made in the 5th grade, which he called the most important decision of his life, to become a Christian and a follower of his Savior, Jesus Christ. Inspired by faith and his love of freedom,
Of course,
Charlie
MAGA.
did something remarkable when he was just 18
MAGA is
years
MAGA.
old.
I'm honored to have
He
you
had
as well, my
a
friend.
mentor who told him to put off going to college because he was doing so well. He devoted his life to converting young people to the conservative cause. How did he do? Take a look. How did he do? In 2012, 2 days after graduating high school, and with just $1,800 in his pocket, the young man from Illinois who no one had ever heard of, started an organization whose grand ambitions were captured in its name, Turning Point USA.
Of course, Hannah Fisher.
And I have a feeling it's going to be bigger and better than ever before. Does that make sense? It's going to be bigger and better than ever before. Look at what's happening. 12 years ago, Charlie walked onto his first college campus, the very liberal University of Wisconsin at Madison. He set up a card table and put up a sign with 3 words: "Big government sucks." Could you believe that? That's Charlie. That day, Charlie talked to every student who approached him, most of whom were probably quite a bit older than he was. Finally, after many hours, he found the first ever Turning Point chapter leader. His first year out of high school, Charlie traveled 300 days raising money and taking his message.
That's right, Hunter. F the left. They're the ones that did this to Trump.
He lived out.
Hit that like and subscribe button, Hunter. We need more people like you
They actually loved having him there.
that speak up.
They loved Charlie. Everybody loved Charlie. And on the couches of friends and supporters, he lived off couches for 2 years, 3 years, then life started getting a little bit different, but he was always the same. For 5 years, he refused to take a paycheck, but day after day, he worked from 5 a.m. in the morning till 11 p.m. in the evening, always. His staff remembers that he wore Walmart jeans and T-shirts from the Goodwill store. Remember the Goodwill store? It wasn't easy, but Charlie wasn't in it.
What the hell is opening freaking Grammarly? No, it's not the time.
He was always in it for the mission. As he liked to say even back then, we have a country to save. Yeah, just what he did. He'd call me all the time, "Sir, we have a country to save." I said, "Charlie, thanks very much for telling me that. I appreciate it." Charlie volunteered for my 2016 campaign and traveled the nation with my son Don and Eric. I got to know him very well and saw immediately that Charlie was actually a master builder of people. It was Charlie who first started organizing young black conservatives hungry for support and leadership. It was Charlie who stood up for persecuted Christians and Jews on college campuses. It was Charlie who helped bring online censorship, free speech, and cancel culture to the fore of our political debate. He was right up there with me. It was Charlie who helped unite MAGA, and you know what MAHA is? That's right, Make America Healthy Again. And tomorrow we're going to have one of the biggest announcements, really medically, I think, in the history of our country. We're going to be doing it with Bobby and Oz and all of the professionals. I think you're going to find it to be amazing. I think we found an answer to autism. How about that? Autism tomorrow. We're going to be talking in the Oval Office in the White House about autism, how it happens, so we won't let it happen anymore, and how to get at least somewhat better when you have it, so that parents can help their child, their beautiful child. That's that big one. I've been bugging everybody over there, get the answer to that. You know, 20 years ago, 1 in 10,000 were born with autism. 20 years ago. The most recent survey says 1 in 12. How bad is that? That's for young boys, baby boys, but also girls a little bit better. It's about 1 in 20. But we can't, because obviously there was something really wrong, and we think we know what that is. It's going to be I think it's going to be one of the most important news conferences I'll ever have, and I look so forward to it. And you know who else looked forward to it? Because he knew. I tell him a little bit about what was going on. It was Charlie. He would have been front row center, believe me. We'll be missing him tomorrow. It was such a big deal for him, too. He brought together Donald Trump, Bobby Kennedy, right here in the great state of Arizona 1 year ago. Remember that? What a night, what a day that was. And it was Charlie who was among the first to speak to me about a man from Ohio by the name of J.D. Vance. Have you ever heard of him? He's done a good job.
I turned it up.
But Charlie would often call me, sometimes the night before a big event, the other side of the country. And he'd ask me and say, do you think you could come and speak at the event? The following day, right? I'd say, Charlie, I'm the president of the United States. You want me to travel 4 hours by plane? And you know, sometimes I did it. He was a very good guy. He was a very convincing guy. He didn't stop, but he would ask for things like that. Sir, could you be tomorrow in California? I said, Charlie, give me a break, please. He just wouldn't stop. And he succeeded. But I almost always went because you never wanted to let Charlie down. He worked so hard. You just didn't want to let him down. I felt guilty. It'd make me feel very guilty. As president, many people asked me for things, but Charlie was one of the few who always gave more than he took. He was a giver, much more than a taker. And no matter how big
I love our
Charlie
president
became,
too,
no
Hannah
one
Fisher.
was too small for him to notice.
If you want to come on the stream and talk about our president,
Didn't matter.
please do. Join the Discord, link in my bio. Anyone can come on, debate, talk. Let me know.
Which was probably only watched by the parents of that fourth grader. And Charlie, who was actually pretty hot at the time, to be honest, he agreed, and the boy asked for advice. Charlie replied, the left, I call it the radical left. I call it sometimes the radical left lunatics. But Charlie didn't say that. He called it the left. He was probably right, but I can't help him. I can't help. So he said the left, radical left lunatics, may have all the money in the world, but they could never outwork me. I will wake up as early as I need to about himself. I will stay up as late as I need to, and I will never stop fighting for our country. And he did this until his dying breath. That's what he was doing. That's what he was doing. Think of it. Wow. What a horrible moment. I was in the Oval Office when I heard they came in, and it was like a surreal experience.
Thank you, Josh. I see you moderating.
Some very big people in the Oval Office. And I was in the midst of a very important conversation for our country. Big people, the biggest. And I said, you have to leave now. When they told me that, they told me in front of a group of very powerful people. I said, you have to leave now, right now, please. Right now. You have to leave, go. By his own determination and skill, Charlie Kirk built Turning Point from his humble beginnings, the beginnings that nobody believed could ever end up something like this. Of American politics. And you know, we have a massive stadium loaded up with people, but he got tremendous crowds before he had this kind of horrible news and before we had to hear what happened so terribly. He delivered more than 250 speeches a year at over 200 colleges and universities, and that was...
Some of these jarheads don't even know what they're talking about in their messages. Yep.
To go to colleges and universities if you were a conservative. It really took great courage. And we used to talk, and I said, you know, I think they're much more conservative than we know, and he agreed, but it just wasn't something that was happening because the radical left would do very bad things, very dangerous things. But Charlie set up chapters on 2,200 campuses and spoke at more than 1,000 churches. He launched a podcast and radio show that grew to an audience of 1 million Americans a day, one of the bigger shows on radio. And Charlie didn't just bring young people into the movement. All of a sudden it started to grow by leaps and bounds. By 2024, we won more young people than any Republican candidate in the history of our country, including for the first time a majority of males under 30. Can you believe it? Remember when Republican presidential candidates would get 4%? No, we did unbelievably with young people. And he was a big, big factor. Unbelievable. But he made me work for it. Sir, you have to make a speech here, you have to make a speech there. But we did it, and we won, and our country is doing unbelievably well now.
Thank you, Mr. Trump. Thank you, Mr. Donald J. Trump.
Dead 1 year ago, and now we have the hottest country anywhere in the world. And Charlie helped us make it that. One of the great people. But through it all, the core of Charlie's message and his basic method never changed. It never really changed. He stayed the same person also. At every campus event, Charlie asked the people who disagreed with him to come forward, and instead of silencing them, he handed them a microphone and let them speak. And he convinced so many of them. It was a pretty amazing thing to watch, actually. Shortly before Charlie arrived on campus, the day he was assassinated, a staff member texted him that there were many critics and students who were opposed to his views, and rather strenuously in the crowd. And that actually made him feel good because he wanted to convince them. He understood. He really did. He understood what was right, and he was right about that. A lot of it was based on common sense, by the way. Charlie wrote back to the staff member,
I am not drunk, I am just sick. But just to be clear, gas prices are over $1 lower in Florida than they were under President Joe Biden. So I don't know what liberal shithole you live in, maybe California, because it has the new gas tax that raised the prices of gas by $1 thanks to Gavin Newsom. But I don't want to hear about your bullshit. If you guys have any questions, comments, anything you want to talk about, drop some super chats. Or hell, if you just want to piss off the liberals, go for it.
saying I'm not here to fight them. I want to know them and love them, and I want to reach them and try and lead them into a great way of life in our country. In that private moment on his dying day, we
Nope, gas is $2.78 where I'm at in Florida. Gas was about $4 before.
And a great, great purpose.
Just a year
He did
ago.
not hate his opponents. He wanted the best for them. That's where I disagreed with Charlie. I hate my opponent. And I don't want the best for them. I'm sorry. I am sorry, Erica. But now Erica can talk to me and the whole group, and maybe they can convince me that that's not right, but I can't stand my opponent. Charlie's angry. Look at that. He's angry at me now. He wasn't interested in demonizing anyone. He was interested in persuading everyone to the ideas and principles he believed were good, right, and true. Before each appearance, he prayed these words: God, use me for your will. Always said the same thing. Use me for your will. And that is exactly what God did. When you think, that's exactly what he did. The more success Charlie had, and he was getting more and more successful, the more dangerous his mission became. On campuses all over the country, his quest for open dialogue was met with menacing hate. There were bomb threats, pulled fire alarms, and countless rage-filled radicals who tried to shout him down. It was nasty. I used to say, Charlie, this is nasty stuff you're doing. At one event, police had to build barricades to protect students from an angry mob of thugs. Many of these people, by the way, are paid a lot of money to do this. They're agitators. They're paid agitators. Remember that. When you see they all have the same beautifully printed sign, every sign is identical, comes out of a top-level print shop. That's not the signs that are made in somebody's basement. Those are paid for by very bad people, and hopefully we're going to be finding out through the DOJ who those people are.
Gas is down.
Antifa terrorists shattered windows, threw rocks, and tried to storm the building where Charlie was speaking. It was a really bad one. Often dozens of police officers were needed to prevent left-wing violence. And the violence comes largely from the left. You don't hear that from too many people, do you? And virtually every day for years, before he was murdered, Charlie received these horrible death threats.
Andrea.
People don't know. I used to talk to him about it. He said, I got some threats. He always felt that when they actually made the threat, they were not the ones to worry about. The ones to worry about were the ones that don't make the threats. I think you know what I mean. He knew the risk, but he and I shared a certain motto.
Oh, Joey, I thought you left, Joey. No, fuel prices have dropped in all states except California and New York, and that's because of their new added gas tax, thanks to the Democrat Party.
Surrender, just don't surrender, never back down. He believed in it so strongly.
But if you guys have any questions, comments, anything you want me to look up, read out loud, let me know. Drop super chats.
Radicals and their allies in the media, sometimes referred to, as my son said, the fake news media, tried to silence Charlie for a simple reason, because he was winning, and he was winning big. He was taking over college campuses, colleges that had, in theory, only very liberal, or as they like to say, progressive. I call them liberal, but they like to call themselves, because such a beautiful word, progressive. They're the opposite of progressive, if you think about it. But they were really nasty, and he would go into these colleges. All of a sudden, within 2 years, 3 years, they turned into bastions of conservatism. It was really quite amazing to see. They lied about him because they did not want you to listen to him or to learn from him, because what he was talking about and even preaching made so much sense. Everywhere he went, he won the debates, he won the hearts, he won the minds, and yes, he won the elections for people. He helped us, he helped other people. We won the biggest election in the history of our country, I believe. Charlie Kirk was without a doubt among the most influential figures in the most important election in the history of our country. The election of, that beautiful day, November 5th, 2024. Do you remember that day? It was 9 months ago. What a day that was. I mean, we had a pretty good day in the first one. And I must tell you, on the second one, we had a phenomenal day. But a lot of bad things happened, and now that's not even questioned. They cheated like dogs, but we got them back, didn't we, huh? Got them back. But we owe Charlie a profound and eternal debt of gratitude now. Just like Charlie and Erica made Turning Point hot, we are looking at a country that has the chance to attain a level like never before. Tariffs are making us rich again, richer than anybody ever thought was possible. And the only one challenging them are people that hate our country or foreign countries that are paying a price, because they did the same thing to us for years. They took advantage of us, but we're making money, we're becoming richer and richer, and we're taking care of our people better and better when we do that. And we can take care of other countries better and better, but we're doing unbelievably well. The tariffs have really been a hold. The election was big, but the tariffs, because of the election, came in. And remember, other nations do that to us. And Charlie understood that. He saw the money. He saw what was coming into our country, and we can use that for Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security, all of these things that we fight so hard for.
Smash the like and subscribe button, guys.
The numbers are incredible.
If you guys have any
When the
comments,
news finally came out on
questions,
election night last
anything you guys
November,
want
the
to
race
say,
was
drop some super
officially won.
chats.
Came out pretty early in the night. Charlie was live on camera. In that moment, he was overcome with emotion. I've never seen him like this. He was so happy. For a long while, he said nothing. His eyes were filled with tears, and then he buried his face in his hands and he started crying. That wasn't the Charlie I knew, but in thinking about it, it actually was the Charlie I knew, because he had a tremendous heart. He just wanted what was good for our country, and he saw us going in such a horrible direction. Lovingly, Eric, and this was so beautiful, Erica put a MAGA hat on to cover his bowed head. I like that very much. MAGA, we love. Does everybody love MAGA? Make America great again.
We love MAGA.
When Joe Biden used to get up, remember the speeches? We will stop MAGA. We will stop MAGA. You know, he could barely get the words out. We will stop. I said, can somebody inform him that MAGA means make America great again? How do you say you're going to stop it? And Charlie understood that. When Charlie finally looked up and spoke, he smiled through the watery eyes and simply said, I am humbled by God's grace. That was his statement that night. I was watching him. I was very impressed, actually. It showed he had a big heart. Every single American should take a long, hard look at the twisted soul and dark spirit of anyone who would want to kill a young man as good as Charlie. To kill anybody, but to kill a man.
MAGA 2028. TV Pitbull, anyone out there that wants to come on live stream, debate, talk, be a guest on the show, please do so. Join the Discord, link in the bio.
Charlie's murder was not just an attack on one man or one movement. It was an attack on our entire nation. That was a horrible attack on the United States of America. It was an assault on our most sacred liberties and God-given rights. The gun was pointed at him, but the bullet was aimed at all of us. That bullet was aimed at every one of us. Indeed, Charlie was killed for expressing the very ideas that virtually everyone in this arena and most other places throughout our country deeply believed in. But the assassin failed in his quest because Charlie's message has not been silenced. It now is bigger and better and stronger than ever before, and it's not even close. And it's rare that such a thing happens, but Charlie is bigger today than he was. Think about it. Just 2 weeks ago, he's bigger today than he was 2 weeks ago. Now, that may not help his friends and loved ones, of which there are so many. It may not help Erica and those beautiful children who have to suffer so horribly through this moment, but they know it's true. He's bigger now than ever before, and he's eternal. He's eternal, and I just want to say we love him, and he's looking down at us right now, and he's saying, wow, that's a great crowd. He's saying, that's a great crowd. And it's a great crowd of patriots. But that's why I will soon award Charlie the nation's highest civilian honor, the Presidential Medal of Freedom. It's the highest civilian honor.
Thank you, Mr. Trump.
And we will do the ceremony at our beautiful White House in a very safe Washington, D.C., a place that Charlie truly revered. Yeah, we stopped the crime in Washington. Took 12 days. Now you can go to restaurants. You can walk down the middle of the street with your wife. You can have your wife walk alone down the middle of the street.
I'm so glad this man got rid of trans in the military and natural-born men and women sports. Oh, it's fantastic, isn't it, Joy?
I'm so proud of that, Washington, D.C. You know, it was one of the worst in the nation, in the world. And now it's considered a very safe city. And it's also, I passed it yesterday, I went through it. and the lawns are good. It's like a different place. It's like the tents are gone, the threats are gone, the gangs aren't there. We got rid of, we took out 1,500 career criminals, 1,500. If you have 3 career criminals, that can make a big difference. But I'm so proud of Washington, D.C., and now we're going into Memphis. And we'll get that one straightened out fast. And then we're going into some others, but we're going to go to Chicago, and we're going to have Charlie very much in mind when we go into Chicago. And we'll get that one straightened out. You have an incompetent governor who he thinks it's okay when 11 people get murdered over the weekend. He thinks you don't have any crime when 11 people get murdered and 28 people get shot. He says he's got crime. No, they don't have it under control, but we'll have it under control very quickly. So we're going to be doing that. And Charlie loved what we were doing. He was so proud of what happened. He was there to see it. He's so proud of what happened in Washington, D.C. As you know, the depraved assassin who planned and executed Charlie's killing has been arrested and charged with capital murder. God willing, he will receive the full and ultimate punishment for his horrific crime. It's a terrible thing. Because you can't let that happen. You can't let that happen. You can't let it happen to a country. The Department of Justice is also investigating networks of radical left maniacs who fund, organize, fuel, and perpetrate political violence. And we think we know who many of them are.
Yup. Liberal, leftist, Antifa. Sorry about my hair, guys. But hit that like and subscribe button. I'm a bit sick, so I'm not looking 100%, but appreciated. If you guys have any questions, comments, anything you want to talk about, drop some super chats. Hit that like and subscribe button.
Some of the very same people who spent the last 8 years trying to sit in moral judgment of anyone who disagreed with them about politics suddenly started cheering for murder. Incredible. You know the names. They're major losers, by the way. That will be proven out in a short period of time. Some of the very people who call you a hater for using the wrong pronoun were filled with glee at the killing of a father with 2 beautiful young children. And the same commentators who this week are screaming fascism over a canceled late-night TV show where the anchor had no talent and no ratings. Last week were implying that Charlie Kirk deserved what happened to him. No side in American politics has a monopoly on disturbed or misguided people. But there's one part of our political community which believes they have a monopoly.
Absolutely right, Jay of the Decline. Big fat losers get banned for dancing on graves.
It's not happening anymore. We've turned that corner very quickly. Tragically,
God bless you, sir.
Kind that we saw in Utah, of all places, are the eventual consequence of that kind of thinking. If speech is violence, then some are bound to conclude that violence is justified to stop speech. And we're not going to let that be justified. The tradition of reason and open debate.
Yup, that's why the Democrats want to call your speech violence. That way they can do violence against you for your speech and justify it. It's disgusting.
Inheritance of every free American, the greatest legacy of the Enlightenment, and among the most treasured achievements of civilization. We will defend it at all costs, and we will carry forward the torch of liberty that Charlie Kirk held so proud and so high. He was so proud, and he did hold that torch high. We will never, ever let it fail.
First Amendment is guaranteed by the Second.
But we're going to raise it higher than ever before. It's going to be raised, and this is the beginning. Perhaps it should be no surprise that Charlie, who spent his life speaking with the critics of these traditions.
It should be called America in Trial. That's a good name. I'm going to screenshot that. I've been contemplating that.
Spiritual reawakening we did. And we have to bring back religion to America, because without borders, law and order, and religion.
Jay Money, should I change the channel name to America in Travel?
to America. We want to bring God back into our beautiful USA like never before. We want God back. Charlie would have been so pleased to hear his friends and colleagues today giving testimony and giving glory to God. Within minutes of the gunshot in Utah, millions of Americans, young and old, heard the news and dropped to their knees and started praying. Even many who rarely prayed asked God for a miracle. Please, God, save Charlie. But although Charlie's time
Fuck off.
with us on earth has ended,
J Money.
those prayers for a miracle have already been answered. Look at what's happening. Look at what's happening. In the days since Charlie's death,
I'm good. How are
we've
you?
seen how his legacy has touched so many millions around the world. In Calgary, Canada,
A bit sick, but I'm getting better.
City Hall to sing the American national anthem and raise up posters with the name Charlie Kirk. In Seoul, South Korea, crowds gathered to wave American flags and shout, "We are for Charlie Kirk." His memory has been honored in the streets of Berlin, Warsaw, Vienna, Sydney, Madrid, London, Tel Aviv, and all over the world. So beautiful.
I appreciate that, Mazoku.
A man as far away as rural Australia texted a pastor, I
really appreciate that.
Tomorrow.
For the rest of you that are just joining this channel, I'm not looking 100% today, I already know, but if you can hit the like and subscribe button. America in travel, I don't know. A name change is hard. Does anyone think I should change my name to America and travel? Let me know. If you guys have any questions, comments, drop some super chats. Got this whole new setup. Don't know if you've seen it, Mazu.
And saving our country. And Charlie's a big factor, such a big factor. Charlie Kirk started with only an idea to change minds on college campuses, and instead he ended up with a far greater achievement, changing
We have to listen to Donald Trump's speech. He is honoring Charlie Kirk. The government paid for the security for this event because Democrats want to threaten them.
He has gone from speaking on campuses.
Definitely not that name, J Money.
At the throne of God, where he is right now. We grieve for the friend and leader that we have lost, but we go forward strengthened by his faith, and bolstered by his courage, and inspired by his example to defend.
I'm not pro-trans, but okay.
Live for the freedoms he died for, and the values in which.
Hell yeah, I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you. I try to bring you guys entertaining videos. I know we're just watching Trump's speech right now and reacting to it a bit, but.
And under the leadership and love of America, it will become bigger and better and stronger than ever before.
Hell no.
So, Charlie, we all want to thank you. We want to say a very loud God bless you, Charlie. God bless you for what you've done. Is incredible.
Right, Jay of the Decline? How can anyone be pro-mental illness?
God bless the United States of America. And could I ask Erica, please come out. Erica, please come out. Thank you.
This is not a food review channel. Last food I ate was a steak. A tomahawk steak.
Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you very much, and good luck. God be with you. Thank you.
Look at these demon rats. Every single time they leave demonic comments, it just shows you what kind of people are in the Democrat Party and why you should leave. Consider joining MAGA, Independent Party, Libertarian, or hell, don't even vote at all. No, Democrats are leaving the party by the millions. Before Charlie Kirk's passing, they lost 2.1 million registered Democrat voters this year alone. The Democrats are in denial. Their party will never win another election for a very long time. If anyone has any questions, comments, anything you want to talk about, drop some super chats. RIP Charlie. Smash that like and subscribe button. Take America back. Absolutely. More disgusting trolls. Trump said we shouldn't be, or Charlie Kirk said we shouldn't be given empathy. We should be given sympathy because these people need it. More lies from the liberal leftists. How come he hired and did more for black and brown people if he hated brown people? How come you do nothing for black and brown people, spitting hate, but you say Charlie Kirk was racist, but he gave thousands of black and brown people jobs and careers, and he made them leaders of their community? Look what has happened in Europe. We need America. That's right. England needs a Trump. Germany needs a Trump. Spain needs a Trump. And that was that, guys. I guess that's the end of the event. Oh yeah, man. God bless you, MAGA 2028. Thank you for joining the channel, and I appreciate you moderating, and I appreciate your fantastic comments, man. Thank you. We can sit here and talk about this for a little bit longer. That is a disgusting, untrue comment. Why do the Democrats always quote the Old Testament? Maybe they should become Jewish and, read from the Torah. No coronavirus, my friend. I'm not sick from it. If Charlie was such a racist, why did he give thousands of people, colored people, jobs? Why did he help the black and brown community? Why does he help the black and brown youth? I don't understand. How can these people say Charlie is racist when they've never done anything for the black and brown community? They've never even done anything for themselves. It's disgusting. Truly disgusting. That was beautiful. That was absolutely beautiful. I'm not lying about anything. You want to know why no one cares about you as much as those people? First off, don't say such negative things about yourself. You have a family, you have friends. You don't need to be famous and be loved by millions of people. You don't need that. But if you want the answer is because of influence. The more you do for society, the more you help people, the more you build entrepreneurial things, and the more you build yourself up as a man, get your message out there, get known, the more people will respect and love you. I don't have anything else to say but that. But you don't need to be famous. You don't need to be any of that stuff. You can just help your community and help your family and be a good Christian. That's pretty much simple. Not everyone has to, be mega famous or any of that nonsense. But you can at least help your community, help your friends and your family, and help everyone out there. It's not about being famous. It's not about how many people, this or that. Just try to help as many people as you can. You don't need to be famous. You don't need to be any of that stuff. As long as you have a good heart and you're human and you're doing the best you can every single day and you're helping your family and your friends, that's all that matters. I listened to Charlie Kirk's wife's speech. I played it on the last live stream. More lies from the Democrats. The only one making hate is the people in these comment sections that don't like Republicans, that don't like Charlie Kirk. I don't want to hear, oh, racist this, racist that, when these people, once again, have never done anything for anyone that's black, brown. They've never given anyone jobs before. I don't want to hear it. There should be no sides. There should be the good side. You should leave the the Democrat Party. I don't know why I keep mixing words up, guys. It's been a long Sunday, to be honest with you. You don't have to be a Republican, though. You don't have to be a Democrat. But do not support evilness of celebrating an innocent Christian father's death. The United States. Absolutely atomic activity. It's not about Democrats or Republicans. It's about good and evil. I'm not saying all Democrats are evil, but when 80 to 90% of their party celebrates an innocent Christian father that's helped thousands of people, millions of people, he's given thousands of jobs to the black and brown community. He's helped thousands of black and brown children. I don't know what to say anymore to these people. There's nothing else I can say. But if you have any questions, any comments, anything you want to point out, anything you want to talk about, I'm here to listen to it. Just drop super chats, hit that like and subscribe button, guys. I'm not being fake, guys. I'm not being fake. Fake. How about you listen to my message and watch my frequent live streams? If you start quoting shit out of context, I can do the same for any Democrat leader. I don't want to hear any out of context quotes. Nope, that was not true. That was an out of context quote, and no one believes you and no one cares. The fact that you're trying to smear a dead man's reputation is fucking pathetic of the Democrat Party. No one successful does that. Not even if you're minorly successful, not even if you're just barely getting by, are you going to smear a dead person's name. You must be doing terrible. There's a million quotes you take out of context. If you want me to look up a certain one, research it, drop a super chat. It's that simple. I'm taking all requests via super chats. If you want to see me do 300 to 400 push-ups, I can do them. Drop a $20 super chat. Like I said, there's a million different contexts for different things he said. I've seen taken out of context. If there's a specific one you want me to give context for about Charlie Kirk or what he said about this or that, I can. But drop a super chat because I'm not going to go through every single one here. That's not what this live stream is about. Together we stand strong, divided we fall. Why can't people see that? Why are Democrats, celebrating an innocent Christian father's death? I don't understand it. I do not understand it. I've done more research than 99% of you watching this. What about Snapchat? Tell that to CNN and tell that to Fox News. That makes millions of dollars. I'm here spreading his message. What do they spread? Bullshit lies? The reason this country is becoming more and more divided is I'm sick, man. I don't give a shit about fear. 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 Come and find me. You'll see fear. But as I was saying, the reason this country is becoming more and more divided is because people are celebrating innocent people's deaths. Innocent people's deaths. It's mostly the Democrats doing this. It's a very, very small percentage of a very, very small percentage of ultra right wingers as well. But it's mostly millions of Democrats celebrating an innocent Christian man's death. It's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Not to mention they want to bring up all this bullshit. Oh, he's a racist, he's a piece of crap, he's this or that. How many people do you employ? How many jobs did you give to the black and brown community? How many black and brown children did you help? How many homeless people did you help? How many friends and family do you help with medical expenses or medical things? Go ahead. Any Democrats out there, you want to tell me? You can drop a super chat and tell me. If not, I'm going to assume the answer is 0. You've never helped even a homeless person. You've never helped anyone whatsoever. Charlie Kirk did nothing wrong. Be of service. But anyway, smash that like button, guys. Smash that like button. Yeah, Tyler, because it's true. Multiple of these Democrats on here have literally confessed to it. They're like, well, when you put it that way, you're right. I never did anything for anybody. I've given money to homeless people, black and brown people. I've bailed black and brown people out of jail that were, convicted of nonviolent crimes. Crimes where I thought they were good people, innocent people. I bailed them out of jail. What have you done for anybody? Give me one instance. Give me one story. That's all I want to hear. But the Democrats don't have any because they never helped anyone whatsoever. That is unconstitutional. Do you want to talk about women's voting rights and slavery? Tyler Candle. I don't live in a poor area, so there's no people at red lights washing my windows. Otherwise, I would. $2,000 a what? A year? Are you a Democrat? And who do you donate those hours to? The Democrat Party? Hoping trans people transition? What do you commit time to? More Democrat lies. I guess if they're going to continue to spread lies, I just got to get them out of here. I don't think Joe Biden wants to be president again. People should be able to disagree without violence. Bingo. Bingo, 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 bingo. Thank you for loving my hat. I'm still a bit sick, guys. Hello, I'm a What? What are you? I'm too young to know crap, yet I debate people that are 50, 60 years old. They don't have common sense. Besides, how old do you think I am? I'm not 18 or 19. I lived in 3 different countries, traveled to 20 different countries. In terms of life experience, I probably have more than you. No, I'm not 21. You know, I wouldn't be opposed to banning people at a certain age to not run for office again, to be honest with you. But I think Trump is doing absolutely fantastic for his age. Why would I travel to Palestine? To free them from Hamas? That's not my job. Plane rides are a life experience, Joel. I mean, there are stories I can tell you on plane rides that are pretty interesting, but not really the main story. You're German as well, isn't it? No, 0% German. What facts do you want me to talk about? I've talked about all the facts. Y'all in California who didn't recall Gavin Newsom, look how that idiot let your state burn down. Yeah, you'd be surprised, Jay of the Decline. There are some interesting stories on the plane, but the best stories are when you land. Ever traveled to Ireland? Not yet. Court-ordered community service doesn't count as doing good for someone, lol. Yeah, court-ordered community service does not count as doing good for someone, sorry. You're hilarious, Jay of the Decline. Why are so many Democrats triggered in here? Can we get to 100 likes? I'm not German, brother. I'm not German. I can show my DNA test one of these days, but I'm 0% German. I've just named like 3 or 4 or 5 ways I've helped people before. You want to share any ways you've helped people before, Rosie? Yes, let's get to 100 likes, Moldy Cheese. Yes, Jay, let's get to 100 likes. 5 ways I've helped people. Why won't you people tell me anything? 3 more likes. I just named 5 ways. You just helped the toilet seat guy with $100? What does that even mean? Well, congratulations, Divine Ignorance. You sound like a good human being. Thank you for your service and thank you for your community work. What's the latest on the shooter? I really don't know, man. I haven't heard too much about him. I think he's going to start snitching and ratting within 2 weeks. Just my personal opinion. I'm not German. If I was German, why would I lie about it? Why would that matter? $100 likes. I hope we got 100 subscribers, guys. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Who is the toilet seat guy? Oh, I know what you're talking about, J Money. I know what you're talking about. The guy with the toilet lid on his head. Yes, I've done ancestry DNA. I'm 0% German. Kamala did say young people are stupid. Kamala loves graphs. Absolutely, Jimmy. Absolutely. Oh, yeah, guys. Oh, the guy's disgusting. What civil rights are being taken away? That's a ridiculous question. Couple more years of this stuff? You mean until 2032 when Trump runs again? Yep, the young people who voted for her proved her right. That's incorrect. He is non-compliant. But he's a pencil neck. All pencil necks start to comply with the law enforcement within a month of being in prison. By the way, killing your baby isn't a right. You're right. I mean, I sent the toilet seat guide to a bunch of you guys. I just seen him one time. It's not the full context of what he said, but anyone that wants to spread lies, I'm just going to kick you out. If you're not going to talk about the full context of what Charlie says, you're just going to clip a sentence, I'm going to kick you out immediately. But guys, smash that like and subscribe button. I'm probably going to end the stream within the next 5 minutes. So if you guys have any questions, any comments, any videos, anything you want to talk about, anything you want me to bring up, turn on YouTube and immediately see this strapping lad. Who are you talking about? Oh, you're talking about me. Yeah, man, you missed it. I was playing Trump on the Charlie Kirk funeral, man. They had 600,000 live viewers. And dude, people were going crazy. I'm so happy to see the amazing speeches that everyone did. But the only person I was expecting to be there, I mean, maybe I missed him. I think Tucker Carlson was supposed to be at Charlie's funeral. But maybe he didn't go. Or maybe he couldn't make it for whatever reason. But I'm still sick, guys. I'm feeling a bit better, but I'm still sick. I've been at the fair all day with my daughter, away from the internet. Sounds like a good time, man. Play the devil as a Democrat. If you drop a $5 super chat, Jay of the Decline, I will play one of those songs. Or if you drop a $10 super chat, I'll play both of them, man. Today's a perfect day to do it. We got an audience watching. You know, Charlie Kirk's funeral was today. I'm trying to keep his legacy alive. They created a game on stream celebrating the death. Disgusting. That is disgusting. You have to send that to me. Say you have black friends. Why? Does that make you comfortable or something? I'm confused. Why should I say that? Very, very confused. Hell yeah, I'll dance for you. Why not? I've never touched a single dollar of government welfare in my life. So I do not know what you guys are talking about. But cry, 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 cry. Okay, let's start with the devil as a Democrat, but I'm not going to play it too crazy loud because I have a little bit of a headache. What's up, Chris? NyQuil Fund missed you this weekend. G family shit all weekend. Let's stream soon. Hell yeah. Appreciate you. Okay, let's see. Hey Chris, before you go, you have to check out this video. You love our boy Tom McDonald. Who loves Tom McDonald? His pops was the owner of McDonald's. That's how he got so successful. I'm just fucking with you guys. No, it's not. What do you think about the photographed drones at Charlie Kirk's last speech? Whose were they? I don't know, man. That's an interesting question. Wait a second. How tall is Tom McDonald? Hold on, guys. I don't know. Maybe they could have been the governments. They could have been maybe the trainee boyfriend's drone that was watching Charlie and giving the orders. That could have been Trans Quifa. I don't know. It could have been a lot of people's drones. That's definitely interesting, man. I'll look into that. But who do you think it was? That's my good question. Whose drones do you think it was? I did not watch the video on them. Hey, Chris, he's the same. He's the same size as Chris. He's 5'9". Chris, come on, my guy. I know you're 6'9". You don't have to lie to me anymore. It's okay. We're friends now. What's up, Jacksonville? Lo, get out of here. 6'9". Yeah, okay. What was the other one you wanted to play? I got bad memory. What was the other one you wanted to play? You think the shot came from behind Charlie? I highly doubt that. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out the song. Okay, I found it. I found the song you wanted. Well, the Democrats will punch a Nazi. Chris, have you ever heard this song before? This is actually an interesting one. Okay, that looks horrible, so maybe I should not show that, but just to clarify, we do not support that. That's despicable. Wait, let's go back. Oh, I guess the Democrats are sad. Does Chris know this? YouTube social justice song South Park. You gotta drop a $5 super chat for the songs. We can't be unfair to Jay. He paid $5 per song, Chris. We gotta have, don't you believe in equality and equal rights for all? I mean, to be fair, Charlie Kirk would not want that South Park episode to be pulled. And his staff has publicly said that. 3 plus 2 before. Okay, fair enough. Have you heard this song before, though, Chris? I played it once or twice on here. Where do I find this stuff? This is just recommendations. People that are dropping super chats, they want to play songs. Oof. Send you the link. Check it out. All right, I'll check it out. Basically, some MAGA. That's what they want. Okay, it's almost over. This is the South Park song? Hypocrites. What did those little numbers mean besides people's name? What do you mean, the super chats? Or, like, what do you mean? Like, Chris, he's part of the YouTube membership. That's why he has a star next to his name. That's why J Money has a star next to his name. But I don't know what you mean by number. Ooh, it's 29 seconds. Okay, let's watch it. Oh, PC Principal. Wait, didn't Chris say he had a PC Principal? Okay, let's play this. This is funny.
Social justice, 1, 2, 3. I wanna be PC. It's just the way to be for me.
Oh my god.
Your hateful slurs are grim. I call BB on you. We'll fight until you're PC black and blue. We are language police, fighting bigotry. Hurtful words can suck our turds, cause it's PC for me. And you.
I remember I had like a PC therapist. I'm gonna look for your link now, J Money. But I remember not a PC therapist. It was a school therapist. It was a PC school therapist, and I'm gonna play this guy's video, but probably not on stream because I think it's a disgusting game you were talking about. But yeah, I had like a PC therapist principal, and I was like a PC therapist that was not the principal. He was just a therapist, a school therapist, whatever. He didn't care about any of the kids cursing, but whenever they said something that was like not PC, he would bring you into like I remember there was literally 30 dudes all in middle school. He had them all sitting around the table. He's like, listen, I know you guys have been saying a lot of inappropriate language right now, but the thing I'm not worried about right now is not none of the curse words. I'm upset about the slurs. I'm not going to say what we were saying, but he didn't really care about the language. Dude, how is this even allowed on YouTube, what I'm watching right now? There's a Charlie Kirk game on Steam that discorded you the amazing remix. Only 2 minutes. All right, Chris, fine. I'll do it. But yeah, J Money, if you're there, not the game, a community. I don't understand what this is. It's a community on stream justifying Charlie Kirk's murder? I don't get it. Should I play the video or does it have some graphic things in it? Maybe I'll just check it out for a quick second.
Almost like it was some sort of, I don't know, conversation. You know, the same kind of conversation.
Who the hell is this guy wearing like a Mario hat?
Wanted to talk about something, the left couldn't deal with it, and straight up murdered Charlie Kirk because they didn't want a conversation. And then they have the audacity.
Oh, okay, I see. It's a thing where they created a list talking about the developers who said good or bad things about Charlie Kirk that were gaming developers. Yeah, man. If you run a business, like, you should not be glorifying anyone's death. It's pretty simple. It's pretty simple. Pretty simple. Okay, what was the one that Chris said? He said, discorded amazing remix. Okay. They're exposing the community, as they should. There's a whole doxing list. I don't agree with it, but there's an entire doxing list. There's an entire doxing list where Andrea, you sound butthurt? Okay. Remix. Hold on. Check it out on live? Okay, I'll check it out. Let's play this quick remix. Oh, what the hell is this? Is this it, Chris? Discorded 83 million? Eurobeat Brawny? What am I watching here? Is this it? Oh, you sent me the link. Okay. I'll check for the link. You want me to play the social justice? Oh, it's the Warrior remix. Okay. Yeah, no, I don't agree with doxing whatsoever, but I do think people should be exposed of what they say with their face, especially if they're talking heinous things online. Okay, let's play this stuff. Then we'll get back to J Money's video. This is most Democrats out there. No, this is all Chris. This is his recommendation. Hello, Bernal. Welcome back. I'm just taking video requests right now. If anyone has any video requests, you can drop super chats, just like Chris and some other people have been doing. This is Chris's college. Oh my god, dude, this is terrible. But it's so funny. This is so terrible, but it's so funny. I want to play it again. This is just funny. Oh my god. Dude, why do I feel like Chris listens to this on his way to work every day? Oh my god. Why do I feel like Chris watches this every single day on his way to work? We are the language police fighting bigotry. This is the soy boying of our country, yeah. We gotta stop with it, honestly. But let's go back to the links. Dusty and I pull over people for using wrong pronouns. Hell no. That's horrible, my guy. That's terrible. Don't even say that. That's actual fascism. Pulling people over for using the wrong pronouns. If you guys got any questions or comments, I can answer them, but you gotta drop super chats. You got too many requests to work on. I haven't even filed the last request from J Money.
Pirate Nation on X says someone created a Steam curator listing. Devs.
This guy's a bit weird. Why is he wearing this hat?
About
But
Charlie Kirk's death. And I gotta be honest, I kind of rolled my eyes initially when I saw this.
I don't need to do that. I can tell by their Adam's apple.
I actually looked into it. I was like, they actually did their work. I'm like, damn, this actually might be something.
It's called Charlie Tweets Detected. And at the time of the screenshot, at 112 followers, and I decided to follow it. I was follower number 190. And it goes through any game connected to any developer that had somebody at the developer say something.
That's
So
terrible.
if you just want to be informed on when you purchase games, if someone said something crazy, how big the studio is, how crazy it was, they said, it goes into...
Yeah, I do want to be alerted. I don't want to buy a game from someone that said something crazy.
Provides the link of it.
So this is how you can find out.
And I said, when I covered this here, I said, I am so proud of this community. Member number 8,432. This has grown exponentially. That was an hour ago, too. Holy crap. So like I said, I was follower number 190. Let's check it now. This is...
Holy cow.
Let me refresh. Where are we at?
Holy cow.
900, almost 9,000 followers on this. And share this in the description if you guys want to follow it yourself. And
J Money, you there, my guy?
let's take a
This
look
is crazy.
through recent reviews. Does recommended. Stood up for Charlie on X. Support this dev.
Here. Doctor. I'm horrible with names, so I'm gonna butcher this name. But Dr. Karlin Borshkevich on YouTube has years of primary source evidence, just like the last Saturday. Their research covered more. Evidence about what? What are we talking about right now? I have no clue what this super chat means. Zero clue. I'm lost. Can you please explain? I've never even heard of this YouTuber.
Recommended for Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
But if Chris says that YouTuber is cringe, then it probably has something to do with this, and I would probably support them.
Which you will probably cover that in a previous video. And that's basically all the Tomb Raiders. Posted easily out of context comments Charlie made. Informational for Chrono Gear. Bit torn on this one, but on September 12th, a in-game screenshot with a Mega Man looking character saying, I'm honestly glad he's dead. There is plausible deniability, but it was deleted, so it's sus. I would say that that is just as bad as Bethesda posting the cat and the fascist situation.
It's probably the same
I
situation.
don't think that's plausible deniability. The timing is...
Oh my god, a different variation of Rosie O'Donnell.
You can't post that kind of stuff. You can't. But it goes through, stood up for what they did wrong.
I love this. This is fantastic.
This is legit. Even Barbara is getting recommended. Studio head called out violence against Kirk. This is something that if it actually picked up, developers would need to pay attention to it and realize that their actions are having consequences to the community at large. And people are taking to this very well. We have Haley says, this is going to piss off so many devs. Your church, excellent initiative. Don't support AAA game studios like Bethesda. They've shown us their true colors. Mars Attack, whoever created it is a effing genius. By the way, he needs to add all Insomniac games because of this tweet. By the way, the whole community is coming together on this stuff. Marco Billo.
Yeah, I would, Gear Jammer.
Insomniac games. Have some decorum. Violence is bad.
Not to mention it would go viral.
Screw that old bitch. He's a Nazi. Yikes. Yeah, Insomniac Games, completely woke. Ignoring all of them on Steam. Whoever created that list. When you notice that...
Her YouTube channel covers extreme leftist Marxist groups like those that are destroying our schools. They got the groups directly stating that they will be targeting our infrastructure yesterday. Sounds interesting, man. If that's what she does, I support that kind of stuff. That sounds, we should be exposing extreme leftist and Marxist groups, especially ones that are destroying our schools and targeting our infrastructure. So yeah, man, I can get behind that. I'll check it out. I'll definitely check it out. I'm going to scroll back up to the first comment so I can screenshot. There we go. And I remember it. Go woke, go broke. Yep.
most of the games on the list are related to Bethesda. Yeah.
Chris is
Bethesda got hit
upset.
pretty hard today with it. Crystal Dynamics as well, Square Enix as well.
What did you eat, Gear
Two
Jammer?
developers. There's so many. This goes back to there's so many games to keep track of. There's so many developers saying unhinged shit. I can't keep track of it myself. Like when I used to do the Kotaku Detected stuff on SmashJT.com, it was somewhat manageable because it would be like a journalist here or there or a
J Money, do we have to watch the rest of this thing? Or is there something a bit more interesting and whatnot? Like, let me show you guys something. Is there something more interesting we can play, or should we finish through the whole video? It's completely up with you, J Money. It's completely up to you. Hold on, I'm trying to find some memes. Loading memes. Okay, Chris, what do you think about this? I've got 2 wrenches. I'm a super mod. That's funny. What do you guys think about this, huh? You cut off a dog's balls, it's still a male dog. Just saying. Just saying. I don't even know what that comment means. But do we have any other requests? Any other requests for videos, content you guys want me to react to? Maybe songs? Two Ladies Midwest Adventures. If you want us to play any kind of videos or review something, drop a super chat. $5 super chat. We're doing reviews right now. Video reviews, content reviews, $5 super chat. Star defended Kirk. You know, he is a trans, but he believes there's only 2 genders. Blair White, I haven't really looked into their content, so I'm not gonna really say that, you know, they're a good person or they're not delusional, but when you're trans and you say there's 2 genders, I 100% agree with you. And I heard Blair White says the same thing, so. Excuse me. American flags, Tom McDonald. I'm down for that, man. Just drop a $5 super chat. It's interesting for me because I can't even believe the gaming community is getting involved with exposing developers of celebrating Charlie Kirk's death. I will not be buying from them. Yeah, man, we gotta do the check for the MAGA games because I still need to play the MAGA games. Okay, we got the internet back. No more excuses. No more excuses. MAGA games this week, guys. MAGA video games. But first, we gotta check the developers to make sure that they are not hypocrites. I just said Jeffrey defended Kirk. What game is doing the Kirk death? I thought it was a Kirk death, but actually, no, it's not. It's a whole list. It's a Twitter page, I believe. No, it's on Steam. They managed to make an entire thing, which Steam is a website where you can buy video games online. Have a good night, Mint State. But Steam is a website for gaming online. You can buy different games on there, different developers. And someone created a whole thing where they can... Okay, you messaged me. I'll check out the video. I'll play it live on stream. But yeah, Steam is a thing where you can buy video games. Different developers or whatnot have been talking crap about Charlie Kirk's death. So someone made like a whole thing on Steam exposing thousands of game developers celebrating Charlie Kirk's murder. And people are boycotting the game developers. Are you sure Jeffree Star isn't trans? Oh my god. Okay, it's kind of funny coming from you, Chris. I can't lie. I guess you know the difference, huh, Chris? You really know you're trans people, eh? This just looks trans to me, but that's neither nor here nor there. Okay, I'm gonna check out Chris's message right now, and we can be the judge of them. Let's see. Oh, so we're gonna judge people off how they look now. Well, to be fair, Chris, I thought this was a video, you know. I didn't think this was like a photo. But you know what? We'll be fair here. We'll show you this lady that you want to talk about. Why do you think he's not a good person? Well, let's see. Let's show you. This is the person. I mean, this does not look like a conservative person whatsoever. It does kind of look like Rosie O'Donnell, but a younger, slightly better looking version of Rosie O'Donnell. Jeffrey is a very respectable, honest person. I'll never judge a good human for being them and not hurting anyone. Far Cry 5 is a great MAGA game. I'll be honest with you, I'm not familiar with Far Cry, but now you're mentioning it, I'm gonna look it up. Far Cry 5. What the heck? How is this a MAGA game? Okay, this is kind of a MAGA game. Chris, are you gonna buy me Far Cry 5? What is this? A game about Civil War or something? Far Cry 5 is not a MAGA game. Oh my god. Okay, here's the description. Many journalists' opinion that Far Cry 5 setting is a narrative concept involving themes of religious I can't speak right now because my throat and also my brain is being slow. Fanatism and the emergency of far-right political movements within the borders of the United States, as opposed from more exotic locals depicted in other Far Cry cities, would likely make the game highly controversial. No, Chris, no one in America is, no one in MAGA is far right, okay, man? I hate to tell you this. Maybe you'll disagree, but I mean, Nick Fuentes isn't even MAGA, dude. Everyone that's far right hates MAGA. Oh, I didn't know that they were close to Shane Dawson, but they probably aren't all the way there. I don't even play Far Cry, guys, but I'm looking at this, and Far Cry 5 is not a MAGA game. But can we slap the like and subscribe button, guys? Baiting. What am I rage baiting? I'm not baiting anything. I'm just here to take requests, comments, anything you want to talk about. The first 80% of the stream was reacting to Trump's speech on Charlie Kirk's show and funeral. No, Trump is nothing like Castro. Oh, the other person, not me. We are Charlie Kirk. Goodbye, Mr. Blue Man. Oh, we silenced him at the same time. Dean and Parker would have their way with him. Parker is like the biggest unintelligent Democrat streamer I've ever seen. His content is completely clickbait, and I'm 100% convinced some of the people he has to debate are actors. Because there's no way, I've debated so many people, I've never seen people that act this foolish. I'm trying to send you some money. How? Well, you can drop a super chat, or you can message me on Discord. The link is in my bio, and I can send you my PayPal. Kirk was an amazing debater, hence why they tried to silence him. I'll debate you, Mustard King. Let's debate one-on-one. Chris has said I debate daily the population of Nepal, so... Or no, it was not Nepal, it was Bangladesh. He said, daily I debate the population of Bangladesh. You posted a new video a few days ago, or who are we talking about? Oh, that's sad. $20? Yeah, you can drop a $20 super chat, or you can send it to my PayPal. Just message me on Discord. I would appreciate it. All Kirk used was facts. These liberals are so mad. Kirk was so much more intelligent than 99% of you. Did she? Did she? But yeah, he really used nothing but facts and statistics. Still going strong. Good job. Thank you. Catch you tomorrow, my friend. Hope you hit that like and subscribe button. Politics, they don't want to debate me. Politics, Joe Law. No one wants to debate me. They're all chicken shit. All the Democrats act like, oh, we'll debate anyone. We'll debate anyone. Oh, California lockdown. You want to cry about it? I'm providing entertainment. You're providing hatred. It's hilarious. They don't want to debate me because they'll lose. But if you do want to debate me, you can join my Discord. No one can fill Charlie Kirk's shoes, man. But we can all spread the message around as much as possible. If you don't like the stream, you don't have to watch it. But guys, we're almost to 18,000 subscribers. Can everyone smash that like and subscribe button? And if you have any comments, questions, anything you want to talk about, you can drop some super chats we can discuss. Well, first off, what's the message of what? Okay, Charlie was smarter than 99.9% of everyone in this chat. No, everyone all around the country. Who does not take callers live? I do one-on-one debates. You have to come on here, show your face, spend 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours talking, discussing, debating with me. I'm not here to do 5-minute phone calls. That's not my debate style. My debate style is to really get to know, people's perspectives, how they think, and how to persuade them and how to maybe change their mind or maybe make them look at things differently, or just maybe to just give them some facts and give some people some entertainment. Oh, Tucker Carlson did do a speech. Should I play Tucker Carlson's speech? Yeah, I think I'll play it. Does anyone want to see it? Let me know. Should I play Tucker Carlson's speech? 5 people say yes, and I'll play it. A little bit about Tucker Carlson. My family knows Tucker Carlson. They've met him, and one of the ladies that I grew up with, her son has the same birthday as me. He's a good friend of mine. He watches my channel. His mom's pretty cool. So shout out you if you're watching this. But I heard that they, basically went to a couple of Tucker Carlson's parties at his home. And I know a little bit of information about, Tucker and stuff like that. And I know where he hangs out regularly. I'm not here to say any of that information because, I'm not a dipshit. I'm not going to dox people out here. And I want people to live their private lives. But maybe in the future, the point of this is maybe in the future I can get the opportunity to meet and discuss with Tucker Carlson and try to use that connection and possibly have him on the channel or possibly get some opportunities or connections to Tucker. But yeah, that was the entire point of this. But only if I can grow the audience and grow the channel. That's some of my aspirations, pretty much. But guys, hit that like and subscribe button. Hell yeah, Anthony Kirk, hell yeah. Can Trump run for vice president in 2028? That's actually a really interesting question. Really interesting. I have no clue. Maybe someone in the comments can tell us. Can someone in the comments tell us? I don't believe we're doing enough to teach the young people in high school either. Okay, let's play this message from our buddy here, Tucker Carlson. It's probably not going to be the best quality because this is a screen recording.
Made me emotional to see that. Susie Wiles had tears in her eyes.
I am Charlie. Smash that like and subscribe.
In politics, but it's real. This is the most unbelievable thing I think I've ever seen. And I don't. Whatever happens next in America, I hope it's in this direction because God is here and you can feel it. And Charlie would have loved this, not just because he loved large groups of people, but because ultimately he was a Christian evangelist. And it actually reminds me of my favorite story ever. So it's about 2,000 years ago in Jerusalem, and Jesus shows up and he starts talking about the people in power, and he starts doing the worst thing that you can do, which is telling the truth about people, and they hate it, and they just go bonkers. They hate it.
Tucker's
And
very
they're
smart.
obsessed with making him stop. This guy's got to stop talking. We've got to shut this guy up. And I can
What
just
weird
picture the
Iranian
scene
vibes does Tucker have? I don't know what that means. But that's great for you. Good idea to take your kids to Orthodox
about this
church.
guy telling the truth about us. We must make him stop talking. And there's always one guy with the bright idea, and I can just hear him say, I've got an idea, why don't we just kill him? That'll shut him up.
It's horrible.
That'll fix the problem. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. Everything is inverted, and the Beatitudes tell it, I think, the most crisply. Everything is sort of the opposite of what you think it's going to be. Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. That is true, and you can feel it here. The thing about Charlie's message, I thought a lot about it.
Yeah, Sharia law is messed up.
Because in addition to everything else, he was a wonderful man and a decent man, and one of those rare people you meet.
I don't think Tucker is creepy at all. Can you explain to me how you think he's creepy?
Don't stop thinking about, which is my experience with him. But the main thing about Charlie and his message, he was bringing the gospel to the country. He was doing the thing that the people in charge hate most, which is calling for them to repent. So how is Charlie's message different? And Charlie was a political person who was deeply interested in coalition building and in getting the right people in office because he knew that vast improvements are possible politically. But he also knew that politics is not the final answer. It can't answer the deepest questions, actually. That the only real solution...
Tucker is one of the nicest guys my family has ever met.
The reason, it's really simple. Politics, at its core, is a process of critiquing other people and getting them to change. Christianity, the gospel message, the message of Jesus, begins with repentance. Christianity calls upon you to change. Our core prayer, given to us by Jesus, the Lord's Prayer, demands that we forgive other people, but preceding that is a request for our forgiveness. In other words, forgive us our sins, meditate on what we've done wrong, how we've fallen short, and then it becomes possible to forgive other people. That is a call to change our
Tucker is a great guy. He's an amazing human being.
That is the only way forward in this country. That is the only solution to where we all know we're going. And Charlie knew where we were going without that. And that is not a call for being politically passive. Of course not. I stood at many stages with Charlie calling for various people to be elected.
Michael, can you join my Discord and we can set it up? If you want to cash out both of us $100 to debate each other, I can probably make that happen. I mean, Paulie isn't that big. They'll probably 100%, agree to that. So if you want to work that out with me, please join my Discord, message me on Twitter. I'm sure a lot of people want to see that happen, Michael. Paulie politics.
Particularly Donald Trump.
Oh, what the hell just happened? Sorry, green screen.
It's only an acknowledgement that what Charlie was really saying is that change begins, the only change that matters, when we repent of our sins. Me.
But once again, Michael, just message me on Discord and we can. Oh, sorry, there's another Michael. But Michael, message me on Discord. We can set it up. My debate style isn't calling in. I don't want to do a 5-minute debate. Be clipped out of context. You know, I like to do face-to-face debates. Face-to-face debates on my channel on the live stream. Not for 5 minutes, for at least 30 minutes to an hour, sometimes 2 hours, so we can fully understand each other's opinions.
He said that in private because he meant it. So I guess I would just say this gathering and God's presence, God's very obvious presence in this room, the presence of Jesus, is a reminder of what we've known for 2,000 years, which is any attempt to extinguish the light causes it to burn brighter. Every single time. So as we proceed into whatever comes next,
I would work for Turning Point USA.
Something's coming next. Remember this moment. Remember being in a room with the
Charlie
Holy
Kirk
Spirit
never said that.
in the
Goodbye.
tuning fork. This is the way. Right here. This is the way. And that is what Charlie Kirk was saying underneath it all. Thank you, and God bless.
A lot of people might not like how Trump acts sometimes. They might speak up against it time to time. But at the end of the day, Tucker knows that Trump's politics are the best for America. You don't have to like Trump's personality, or you don't have to like him personally. That's not a requirement. It's not a Trump 2025 hat, it's a Trump 2028 hat. But if you guys have any final questions, comments, drop some super chats. Otherwise, I think I'm going to take a break, probably for 30 minutes, maybe an hour. We'll see. But drop some super chats if anyone wants to debate me. Join the Discord, guys. Please join the Discord. Let's have a friendly debate. Even if you like Trump, let's talk about some different things. Let's discuss. Or if you completely disagree with me, even better. Come on my channel, join the Discord. Very simple. Oh, I see a bunch of trolls are joining the server. Well, that's nice. Shout out to all the trolls out there. You will be removed rather quickly. But smash that like and subscribe button. If you guys have any final things to say, let me know. Drop some super chats, otherwise I'm gonna hop off. Yeah, trolls are pointless. Oh, I think this guy right here, Crow77, is the troll. But if you guys have any questions, comments, anything you want to talk about, drop some super chats or just hit that notification bell and wait, 30 minutes to an hour. Oh, man. No, I'm not going to do that, J Money. I saw that. No, that's terrible. That's terrible, my God. No, I refuse that. For a $300 super chat, I will get that haircut and keep it for 1 week. Other than that, no. I have no idea how many people will find God and walk away from demons. I checked the Discord. There's a troll in there. Got it. I'll just need to download the Discord, right? Yeah, just download Discord. It's very easy to do. Set it up. Click the link in my bio, and we can make it happen, brother. Nope, a troll is a troll. A troll is not someone with a different opinion. Nah, man, that's a terrible hairstyle. Why does it matter about someone's skin color? Okay, fine, I'll show the chat. Guys, do you think I should get this? I don't think so. I don't think so. Not at all. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's a terrible haircut. What show is this even from? Ned's High School or something? How do I join the Discord? Here, guys, I'll give you a very, very simple thing how to join the Discord. Okay, you go to my channel. Okay, here you guys go. You go to my channel. You click right there where it says the Discord link. You click that link, and then you join the Discord. Oh, it's Harry from Dumb and Dumber. I remember that movie now. I think J Money's insulting me. But guys, spam that like and subscribe button. I'll be back in a little bit. I'm gonna hop off now. I need a bit of rest. But join my Discord. Oh, hell no, man. Hell no. Hell no. I hope you guys join the Discord, and I'll be back. Peace out. See you guys in about maybe 30 minutes to an hour. So turn on that notification bell, the like, subscribe, and, God rest Charlie Kirk's soul. Have I been streaming all day? No. J Money is not broke. What did you say? That was a beautiful day for Charlie Kirk. Who the hell is Justin? I don't see anyone named Bo Justins in here. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's true. What is wrong with you? No morals? Beautiful memorial for Charlie. Peace out, guys. I'll see you in a bit. Hit that like, subscribe button, turn on that notification bell. Unless you guys have any final questions, comments, anything you want to say, we can talk for 10, 15 more minutes. Just drop a super chat. If not, I'll come back in 30 minutes to an hour. Maybe, maybe not. But hit that notification bell to find out when I'm going live. Okay, guys? Cool? All right, peace out. I'll be back.